All right, Mr. Fox, are we ready to get this day started? Everybody needs some fuel. When I was out at Gabe's, you might have seen me pick up this tray for $3.99. I put my coffee maker on here and my little stand. I got this while I was out thrifting for a couple bucks and made use of that. And I'm so happy because now I can kind of like pull it around. I don't get coffee all over my countertop, so it was a good idea.
Hi, puppies. What are you guys doing, huh? What are you guys doing? Oh, puppies. What are you doing?
You just heard Matt taking care of the dogs. Is the cat out or inside?
No, inside.
Inside? Okay, our cat, we have a cat dog, remember, Stanley. He lets us know when he wants to come out or come in. What'd you say?
He's not happy. He was out there for a while. It's
Oh,
cold.
really? He was waiting for us to let him back in? Welcome to the morning at the Millers. Matt got Burger King last night, so he bought some extra nuggets to see if maybe the Chihuahuas might enjoy it. Well, our Chihuahuas are like piranhas. Of course they enjoy it. So you guys know on our vlog about a week ago, we painted these two stands right here in the vintage white, and I love the white in this space. I think it works really well in here. It just lightens it up. So we painted this piece over in the corner with our Junk Monkey milk paint. It is beautiful. Do you see all that chippiness that we got? I love this piece. You guys might remember here in the vlog working through it with me, but it sits over here in the corner, and honestly it's pretty dark in the corner, probably because there's so much dark wood in this space, and I've got dark curtains up. So I am going to add a piece of decor in here just so I can bring the white from this other side over to this corner right here. It even takes a moment for my camera to adjust because it is a darker corner. So let's run to my garage studio and knock out a piece real quick together. So yeah, we need to lighten this corner a little bit more than just having the Halloween skull in the corner. So out here in the studio, this is a piece that is sitting here waiting for me to finish with it. A lot of you guys might have seen it on Home Talk. I think about 2 weeks ago. This was my tutorial on how to use mixed media on the top of your furniture pieces. If you guys are interested in me just kind of doing a recap here on the vlog, maybe even tomorrow, because I have to finish it up. Do you see what color it was before? I put black over here. This is just the regular brownie frownie wood on that side, but I've got to seal it. I may put a little bit more goodies on the top, some really just fun, cute papers, but this is where I am right now with it. For those of you who have been watching going, I want to see the finale, I want to see the complete look. It's coming up, so give me a yes below and I will make that part of my vlog this week. Like I said, maybe even tomorrow if you guys want to see that, and we'll talk through how to give some really cool paper, interesting finishes to your pieces. All right, so out of my thrift haul bags that I have behind me, I pulled out this little piece here. Now, you guys came thrifting with me. I think my sister was with me as well, and I found this on the shelf, and she was like, what are you gonna do with that? And you can see I got it for $1.99, so it was not breaking the bank. This might have been, I don't know, maybe a tray that like pulled out of a bigger piece. What do you guys think it, what do you guys think it was? Did you ever come across work in an office that might have had trays like this that would maybe pull out of a small cabinet? I don't know. Tell me below if you recognize it. At the end of the day, I recognize it for what could be a really cool layering piece. But it's in brownie frownie right now, and it's got like pressed wood or some weird, I don't know, it looks like old paneling, guys, to be honest with you, like the old paneling that you'd see on a wall. But it's wood, knock on wood, it's wood. So let's go ahead and paint this today. I'm pulling out a color that matches the table set that's in my living room. It's called, if you can look beyond all my paint mess right here, it's actually called Vintage White, so you're gonna have to believe me on that, okay? It is Vintage White, and I'm just stirring it up here, getting it ready to go. And we're gonna go ahead and put a nice layer over this piece. Knock this out real quick. Now I should also add that I use a shabby style chip brush when I don't want complete coverage. You guys know I love shabby chic, I love distressed, I love time worn. So with this brush, because the hairs are so hard, they don't give me complete coverage. So I would have to put actually a couple coats on if I wanted to get complete coverage. So it helps me control the fact that I do not want to put too much paint on. If you want it to do complete coverage, you can do so, but I like to make my pieces look time worn and old. That's just my personal preference. And all the supplies that I use here in my vlog, you can find on my website at junkmonkeypaint.com. Ooh, already she takes on a whole new look. Let's get the top. Are you guys out there making your homes cozy for the chilly season ahead? I gotta tell you, even taking yesterday to sit in the living room that I've been working hard on pulling together bit by bit, there's still lots I want to do. There's still tons I want to do in my space, but I don't ever want to rush and get it done. It is not a contest. It is not a race. I think that you should pull your home together and do projects in your home at a time that makes sense for you. And just enjoy. As long as you're working towards it, you're not running away from it, right? And if every single week you take on one project in your home, maybe you work on it on the weekends or in the evenings. And honestly, even if you only get a chance to work on it in the evenings after you're doing your day job, if you're just given a half an hour every single night, that all adds up, right? So as long as you have a goal that you're working on, you'll get it done. You will get it done. I like to straighten out my lines after I put everything on. I think it's so fun to fall in love with your home and spend time making it a cozy space for everyone else. Not everybody enjoys painting. Not everybody enjoys, looking and searching for, deals and bargains to make your home feel cozy. But everybody appreciates it, right? You pull it together. It's like, when I think about, I talk about my mom on here a lot because, she was the first person that I saw growing up really make a home beautiful on a budget. We didn't have a lot of money, and just watching her work with paint to, like I always say, she would change up the wall colorings, and, she would find pieces that, somebody else was over. New curtains to us was somebody else's old curtains, and you put them up and they were beautiful. And I remember the feeling of walking into a space like, wow, Mom, this looks so good. And so when we do that for our families, I'm sure they see it through the same lens as well, right? They appreciate it. And whether they realize it or not, decor, how your place feels, smells, all that stuff can really create the vibe, the environment. Look at that, guys. How nice. All right, I'm gonna do a quick brush over on the outside as well, just one more time. Just to straighten up my lines. When you go over it a second time with the shabby chip brush, it will fill in a few of the spaces that the brush skipped before. You don't really need a whole lot of paint. Look how beautiful that is. One person's junk is another person's treasure. All right, so we will let this piece dry, and then we can seal it. I'm gonna pull out my heat gun. This is really nice to speed up the drying process, especially if you're somebody who regularly paints like me. All right, next up we're gonna grab a sand pad. So these are on our website as well. I love to use a heavy grit sand pad. I am going to do some distressing to this piece. And by distressing, I mean knocking some of that paint off. Ooh, see? I love the look now of this right here. Just wait till we seal it. This will even come more polished. After after I'm done distressing all the edges, I also like to do a nice sweep over all the parts. When I do that, it knocks off any brush hairs that might be dried into my paint, any weirdness, flies, I don't know, hard parts of the top of your paint can that fell into your paint, all that stuff. Okay, get rid of your sand dust, and now she's ready to be sealed. Sealing is like what I always say is like when you're taking the picture of something. So if you want to glaze, do it now. If you want to do more distressing, do it now. When you put your sealer on, that is when you're basically, the wardrobe is complete. You got your style, your look in place, and now you want to seal it. You want to take that photo and forever preserve it in history. At the end of the day, if this is going to be a piece that's definitely going to get a lot of use, hands down, I'm always going to want to go to my banana peel poly, because just like banana has a peel and outer coating to protect it, this is what this sealer is meant to do. It's meant to not only suck into the wood, but give a really cool turtle shell, a peel, if you want to think about it like that, to your piece. My poly goes on with my brush in the same direction of how I painted it. That's how you get a professional finish. Our banana peel falls between a matte and a satin finish, so it gives you just a little bit of a sheen to it, protects it. And if you're doing old furniture like me, and you love to keep it very vintagey and just very distressed looking, you're not gonna want a glossy finish on top of it. So this is a great sheen when you're trying to achieve that old charming look. You don't want it to look brand spanking new. Otherwise, why would it be so distressed? Friends, look at this gorgeous $1.99 charming little tray we have on our hands. All right, now I'm gonna let this dry. I am not going to turn my heat gun on again to dry it, because you never want to mess with your seal, right? So you don't want anything weird to happen to it. So I'm not gonna force dry it. I'm just actually gonna walk away, do a few things, come back, and then it will be completely dried. All right, our tray is now done, and by layering piece, this is a great visual right here. This was a tray that we found at home, and it was regularly $10. I got it for cheap because it had scratches over it. We fixed it out with a little bit of black antiquing glaze. You guys remember we did that? And this becomes a layering piece, right? Versus having these pieces sitting straight on the table, it really just makes it feel more full when you add a layering piece to it. Now, man, I'm really wishing I had my runner that I saw. Maybe today when I'm out and about, I'll be able to find a really cool runner. But this is the same idea, right? So you can find these trays in all different shapes and sizes. They could be an old crate, they could be an old box, they could be anything that you find, a tray that you repaint again. But layering pieces for your home, you don't have to pay $10. You can pay $1.99. Put a little bit of paint therapy on it, and way to go. So guys, let's go back to the dark corner in here. Pick out a few pieces that's already in this shelf and pull it together. For example, these candlesticks that I got, they don't match, but, so that's cool too. You can always, say it with me, you can never have too many candlesticks. So when you're on your junk and travels, grab the candlesticks. They always sell if you're somebody who resells stuff that you paint and flip for profit or for pleasure yourself. Buy a little bit of paint, bringing them together, they look like they're supposed to be that way. So I've just put the 3 of these here in our layering tray, and the moment I bring, remember this we got at the, I think it was at Walmart, we got it for like $2 or so, this little tin of fall foliage, we put that with us, and now we have a cute little tray. You can put some pumpkins in here if you want, whatever else you want to kind of bring in. Let's steal from this one to fill this tray out as an example. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now we have a gorgeous little tray right here. I'm gonna steal one more for right there. You can do this with anything. You can find this, you can do this if you have a bigger table and you wanna use something like, I don't know, a dresser drawer or a sewing machine drawer, anything like that. All right, so this is a pottery piece that I got on my Thrift and Travels for $3 because it has a very little crack into it, so nobody pick it up by the top. I'm gonna lay that right there. This is my singing frog. I told you, you are not too old to have critters and creatures into your house as part of your decor. Makes you happy, sings to me every single day. Now if we just take that third piece of the fall foliage, Put 3 things in here, things of 3, let them be a decoration, and now we have another beautiful look. So I can't wait. I'm gonna go ahead and play with what's on my shelf, figure out, I kinda like this actually. I like this look right here, these little 3 things right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on my shelf in there, and a little bit of white should really make that corner pop. All right, I think we reset it. I really like what we got going on down here right now. Just a few little pieces. Maybe I'll find a couple little other things to put in here, we'll see. But this is our tray right here. And I think it really lightens up this space because it needed something over here to pull the white. Now we've got the white candlesticks, and the cream white background shows a little bit better in this piece back here, and we're pulling white from this corner. The white over here in the pillow is gonna stand out a little bit more, and as a result, like I say, having those white pieces painted in here and then bringing some lightness to this corner, I'll probably find maybe some other little white things to put in here, but that is a beautiful start. To create a layering piece out of a $1.99 drawer. Have we decided what that even is yet? Maybe if I put my little white candle in there. Oh yes, oh yes. Thanks guys for subscribing to my daily vlog. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. Are you going to create your own layering pieces? Find some good stuff the next time you're out thrifting and junking. Let me know below. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, bye.